To become proficient using Revit, it is important that you understand the various functions that can be accomplished by using your keyboard. Revit features many preset keyboard commands to increase your efficiency. For example, to select multiple elements, you hold down the Control key while selecting objects. To deselect items in your selection set, you press the Shift key and then select the objects to remove. You can press the Tab key to cycle through the highlighting of elements, to select among elements that are nearby to one another. The Tab key also allows you to select a series of connected elements or lines. You can also press the Tab key to select a wall face or centerline when placing dimensions. And when snapping to points on existing elements or components, you can press the Tab key to cycle between different available snaps. To cycle in reverse order, hold down the Shift key while pressing the Tab key. You can also use specific object snaps by typing a two-letter shortcut corresponding to the desired object snap. When creating a wall, pressing the spacebar flips the exterior direction of the wall. The spacebar performs a similar function when placing components. For example, when placing a column, you can press the spacebar to rotate in 90-degree increments. When you are finished using a particular tool, you can press the Escape key to cancel an action. Sometimes, such as when creating walls or lines, you may have to press the Escape key twice to return to a ready mode. Revit also supports standard window keyboard combinations for functions, such as opening a project file by pressing Ctrl-O, printing a page by pressing Ctrl-P, or saving a project by pressing Ctrl-S. You can also press and hold the Control key to make a copy of an object while dragging it. Press Ctrl-C to copy a selected element, Ctrl-V to paste an element, and so on. Revit also supports numerous keyboard shortcuts. For example, you can type VG to display the Visibility Graphic Overrides dialog for the current view, WA to begin creating a wall, or ZF to zoom the view to fit in the current drawing window. You can modify keyboard shortcuts or create new ones. You can access the keyboard shortcuts in two ways: on the View ribbon, in the Windows panel, expand the User Interface button and select Keyboard Shortcuts. This opens the Keyboard Shortcuts dialog. You can also access this dialog from within the Options dialog. Open the application menu and click Options. Then select the User Interface options. Next to Keyboard Shortcuts, click Customize to open the Keyboard Shortcuts dialog. Here, you will find all of the Revit commands. You can search for specific commands or filter the assignments list to show only particular commands. For example, you can filter the list to display just those commands that have shortcuts assigned, just those that do not yet have shortcuts assigned, or those commands whose shortcuts are reserved and cannot be changed. You can also filter the list to show tools on specific ribbon tabs or menus. It is useful to familiarize yourself with the keyboard shortcuts. You can also create new shortcuts for those commands that you use frequently that are not already listed. You will be warned if you make a duplicate shortcut. Keyboard shortcuts are stored in an XML file located in the Windows user profile. You may also export this XML file for backup purposes, or for sharing with others in your organization. This file will contain all the commands, not just the ones with shortcuts assigned, so that users can edit the shortcuts outside Revit. Additionally, you can import a keyboard shortcuts file that was created previously. Close this dialog and then close the Options dialog. Now hover your cursor over the Text tool in the Quick Access toolbar. Once the tooltip appears, you can see the assigned keyboard shortcut in parentheses next to the tool name.